Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sure Shannon Show. I'm your host, Sure Shannon. As you can see, I'm down here at the lovely Indiana Convention Center, or ICC, as you call it. Today, I'm coming to check out the Indy Pop Con 2017. It runs from July 7th till the 9th. How you doing? Right on. got a lovely, got a fan coming through. As you can see, I'm down here. I want to check out a little bit of cosplay, a little video game action, try to check out some celebrity panels, you know, that kind of deal. Come check out the vendors and see what they got popping off up in here, so that kind of thing. So, hey, kick back, take off your shoes, grab your drink or whatever, and come on, let's go have some fun. All right.
And you know, every good movie, you're only as good as your best villain. So it was just wonderful to see a Ted McGinley playing the main, alpha, beta.
And he nailed it.
He nailed it. I mean,
he really did.
In terms of a snotty, elitist, whatever you
exactly.
want to entitled individual, boy, he was
quarterback.
Yes. Now, I mean, was he more of a method actor when he kept like that even when they said cut, or did you guys actually?
Totally.
He did do that?
You know what he did? No. I mean, he wasn't mean or anything.
Yeah.
But one of the things that he did, which I loved about Ted, was he showed up for the first day of filming, and he had buttons made of his face, and it said, vote for Stan Gable, or vote for Gable, his character name. And he'd had like hundreds of them made, and he was passing them out to everybody. It was like he was running for student body president. He was an actor. He just showed up, right? But that's where his head was.
Mentality, yeah.
He knew that was exactly what Gable would have done. I loved that. Just brilliant.
Oh man. We have another question over here, guys? Yes.
What was something that you disliked about your characters?
Something that you disliked about your characters? On Revenge of the Nerds, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing.
What's not to like? It was Lewis. I can tell you that. Is that really your answer?
Well, I'm waiting to see what you say.
Oh, no. Absolutely. You said nothing. But you want to enlarge on that?
No.
Okay. All right, then I'll answer. I hated everything about Booker.
What?
I hated everything about Booker, and I go into it in this book because I go through the whole
the whole casting process.
The whole just the fact of what I thought of who he was. I didn't want to do this part because in the original script there was basically nothing there, and I hated what was, because I'm a classically trained actor. I did a movie, but it was a classy movie. Now I'm going to be doing this kind of thing, and I'm going to be belching, and I'm going to be picking my nose, and I say these horrible misogynistic things. I'm a feminist. I can't go out there and say those kinds of things. I'm not going to be a part of this, and I didn't like it at all. And I read it, and the thing was, I was told that I was reading for Gilbert, for the part that Tony was reading. And so I went, well, it's a horrible movie, but boy, what a great part. The sensitive guy, sort of young Jimmy Stewart, right up my alley. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And I went in and I read for Gilbert, and then they called me and they said, well, actually, you're not being offered Gilbert. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's the way that goes. And they said, but they really loved you, and they'd like to include you in the movie anyway. And I said, great. Well, what do they want me to play? And they said, well, it's another nerd. I said, yeah. So, we'll find out, what the offer is, and then we'll say we're interested. And I said, well, wait a minute though, I'm thinking, what other nerd can it be? I knew that Carradine is Lewis, and now Tony Edwards, whoever the hell he is, he's Lewis. I mean, he's Gilbert. I thought, well, it can't be Takashi.
No.
And it can't be Lamar. And I'm too old for Wormser.
Right.
So it could only be Poindexter or Booger. And I said, okay, here's the deal. I said, you call them back, and you say that if they offer me Poindexter, fine, I'll do that. I can make something of Poindexter. I'll do that. If they offer me Booger, no. You turn them down. My agent's going, what? And I said, that's right. I said, you turn them down. I'm not playing that part. I'm a classically trained actor. I am not going to pick my nose in front of millions of people and be made a mockery of when I am a serious actor. You've read the script. And of course, they haven't read the script at all. But I said, you've read the script. He doesn't do anything but be disgusting and belch and all of this stuff. I'm not doing it. If they offer Poindexter, I'll take it. If they offer Booger, no. Absolutely not. Turn it down. Hung up the phone. Then they called back about 3 minutes later and they said, well, they offered you Booger. What should I tell them? I said, okay, I'll take it. Because you know.
Oh, yes, as actors, yes, we know.
But I got it off my chest. I mean, I felt better at the end of it.
Just the hilarity of that statement when you're having a professional business call with your agent. If they offer me Booger, just the words Booger, right?
So I'll take Poindexter, but not Booger.
Robert, the Louis Skolnick laugh, what's the impetus behind that? How did you come up with that?
Well, the script had specified that Lewis had a honking laugh. And, you know, I read that and just kind of put it over here in the pile of stuff I had to work on.
Yeah.
And I didn't work on it. And, you know, as we're getting closer to production, I'm thinking, you know, I really got to come up with this laugh. And I just didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And I told Jeff Canoe, our director, I said, listen, man, you know, we're shooting tomorrow, and I still don't have the laugh. He said, well, here, watch this. And he put the cassette tape in the player of Jamie Cromwell's audition. And Jamie Cromwell, the guy who played my father, does that laugh. And I couldn't believe it. I was just like blown away. And I went and I think I knocked on his door of his hotel room, and I said, excuse me, Jamie, your laugh is really fucked up, man. He says, that's not my laugh. I said, it's not? He says, no. I said, it's a technique. He said, yeah. I said, you gotta show it to me. So Jamie Cromwell showed me how to do the laugh. And the next day we shot the scene in the station wagon where the cruise control is locked on 35 miles an hour. Yeah. And we turn and look at each other when I said there's 5,329 and a half boobs at Adams College. We do the honk together.
Yes.
In stereo.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first time.
Oh, man. So Cromwell was the one who started it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's the father of the honk.
Father of the honk. Father of the honk.
Let me see your identification.
Oh!
We don't need to see his identification.
Look at that, yeah. That's awesome.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sure Shannon Show. I'm your host, Shannon, and I'm talking to
Jake Weaver.
Jake Weaver. Good to meet you, brother. So I just want to say this is a really interesting costume. I love the detail on it and everything. It's really nice. Yeah, man. So how long you been doing the cosplay kind of thing?
I've been doing cosplay for about 5 years. Started at C2E2 in 2012. I joined the Rebel Legion about a year and a half ago, in the 501st as well. Been doing it with my wife and my kid. They're running around here as Baby Doc Ock. You may have seen him earlier today.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been doing about 5 years. So
that's cool, man. But I really can't get over that detail.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big Star Wars fan myself. It's like, man, just looking at the time that you put into your craft. You know what I mean? Yeah. It takes a lot, a lot of focus and attention to put on your the detail to your costume, and I got to give you props on that. You really did a good job on that, man. The detail, I love how the fin right there, how you do that right there, the fin on there.
it's about 25 layers of paint.
25 layers
different
of paint?
sanding and weathering techniques and whatnot. There's some kind of like you fix a car paint. There's auto body filler and Bondo and just a lot of building up and tearing down to simulate it. And then you satin coat it so it looks like it has that shine to it. So
yeah, that's really.
But yeah.
I can tell you're a serious fan, man.
Yeah.
So how long you been a Star Wars fan?
Oh, probably 6th or 7th grade.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Right, the prequels came out, and I know that's taboo, but I really like the prequels. I like the world they built.
Yeah.
Dialogue's not the best, I understand, but I just like the clones. I like the ships they had. Like back when the universe was still thriving, kind of new, and all the technology was flash forward, But yeah.
Yeah, because, man, I think when the prequels came out, started like back in '99 with the Phantom Menace.
Yes.
Man, it's like a lot of people dogged Lucas for the prequels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they said that he shouldn't have went back and did the prequels because it kind of messed up like the newer sequels, like The New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. But I think it's kind of fulfilling that Lucas, filled in the gaps, giving you the backstory where Vader came from.
Yeah, exactly, and he kind of did it his way. He made it. People may not have liked everything he did, but he kind of stuck true to his vision of what he wanted, and like it or hate it, it's kind of his playground. We're all just kind of in it, or his sandbox. We're just playing in it. So I like how the Clone Wars TV show, that really kind of sold it to me. They kind of retroactively fixed the prequels to me. They were really good. It kind of made Anakin a lot more likable in that CG show. So that's kind of what got me into that. And last year I was like, I might as well just go to the next step. We've been cosplaying and building costumes for years. Let's just take all those 6 or 7 costumes we build a year and put that money into one really good one, and then they can wear it until it falls apart, basically, and put it back together again.
Right on. So yeah. I give you props on that. But yeah, man, listen, I loved how they did the Rogue One, how they fill you in to New Hope, because everybody trying to figure out. I know it was a good story, and Luke won the battle at the end, but it's like, where's the backstory on dealing with New Hope? Because when they did Rogue One, it was so fulfilling. I was like, oh my gosh.
That little plot hole, you'd feel, why would you spend untold money on this big station and not see that little flaw designed that way? It was meant for you not to see that flaw. So that was nice that they did that kind of, because that was one of those things you had to suspend disbelief. Like, they're gonna see that big hole in their security system. Well, he designed it and erased it so you wouldn't see it. So that was kind of nice that they fixed that. I like that. Yeah, that's kind of made it more real, or not realistic, but more plausible. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Hey, so what you think about the Last Jedi coming out? What you think about that?
I'm excited. I can't wait for a full trailer. After the little tease we got at Celebration, I'm waiting to see. I want to see Luke ignite that green. I can't wait to see that happen again.
But yeah, man, I'm really excited about it too, because everybody's trying to figure out who's Rey related to, or whose child Rey is, that kind of thing. So everybody been trying to do all the kind of crazy backstories. Yep. They thought she maybe been like Luke's daughter or that kind of thing. But I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and they kind of hinted who they might think it be. So I'm just kind of curious, who you think who Rey might be?
I'm hoping she's some kind of Kenobi. I'm hoping she's related to Kenobis. Yep. I'm hoping she's related somehow to that, so I'm hoping they get into that. But
hey, I got to agree with you on that, because I think the theory, she might be a Kenobi too. Because think about it, all the time you've been seeing Star Wars, it's always been a Skywalker around. You always seen Han Solo, so that kind of makes sense in the basic formula to have a Kenobi around. So I'm thinking she might be probably like Obi-Wan Kenobi's granddaughter. That's the kind of theory I'm thinking as well. You know what I mean? So
because we've already got our Skywalker with Kylo, so I mean everyone's like, oh, we got to have a Skywalker. We already have one, and most people aren't thinking about it that way. They're like, oh, it's got to be Rey. we already got our Skywalker. We're following him on the dark side this time instead of light side. They're kind of mirroring the prequels. It's kind of going backwards from the prequels to the originals, and they're just doing the same story in reverse. I think that's what they're aiming for right there.
Because, you know, I think it would be too easy, like when we saw The Force Awakens, how the lightsaber just came to Rey. I think that would be too easy, you know, to be, say, like Luke Skywalker's daughter. So, you know, I think they had to, you know, put a little more mystery in and make you kind of figure out, because that'll be too obvious, which I'm glad they did that, because if they made it too obvious, it's like, oh man, she Luke's daughter. Oh, it's like it kills the suspense, you know, the fire. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, and when they take the effort when she's having that vision when she gets the lightsaber, and you hear both Alec Guinness and Ewan McGregor, it's like, why would they take all the effort to cut out Alec Guinness, and if they're not tying it into both Obi-Wans? So that'd be interesting. That's the hope, but I don't know. I'm a big Mara Jade fan, so I'm still sad she's not canon anymore. So, but I got to meet Timothy Zahn this weekend, so that was awesome.
That's cool. Hey, also another thing too, I like to point out too with the Last Jedi poster, like you see Luke, I think on the left, and Kylo Ren is on the right, and you see like that split because it's red, like it's tension with the family, and that makes sense too, because if you think about it, Obi-Wan Kenobi was there for Luke and Darth Vader, like because like the family having conflict, so I think Obi-Wan was kind of like a mediator, that kind of deal as well. So, you know, I think it's kind of cool to have a Kenobi in the family.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean?
Kind of Luke gets to pay back what Kenobi did for his family. He gets to do it in the reverse. He gets to fill in that role like Obi-Wan did. So that'd be nice to have, yeah.
That's cool. Yep. So, hey, listen, man, hey, brother, I really appreciate the interview with you today. It's a cool outfit, and I love it. Yep. I hope you continue to give you bright, new, positive things along the way.
Yep.
So thank you for everything.
It's nice talking to you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Good con.
You too. Thank you.